Today we go all out against Israel as Iran managed to down all of their advanced fighter jets, a big embarrassing loss for Israel and the US, as well as it is a blow to America's prestige. Today we will look at how this happened and why it is such a big deal. So make sure to stay until the end where I reveal the reason behind this massive defeat. But before we start, please support us because we are bringing you guys the most important news on a daily basis. Also, be sure to stay updated with all the latest breaking news. We have been covering the war in Gaza between Israel and Hamas extensively, as it has become one of the biggest stories of the year. And today, we bring you the most shocking news yet. The Iranian army just shot down 2 of Israel's stealthy F-35 fighter jets. This is a huge deal, as these are the most advanced fighter jets in the world, and they cost hundreds of millions of dollars each. Not only that, but this is also a major blow to American prestige, as the US is a key ally of Israel. And these were the first F-35 jets to be shot down in combat. It really looks like Israel is getting humiliated. The Iranian army used surface-to-air missiles to shoot down the jets, which were part of an Israeli strike mission against Iranian targets in Syria. According to reports, the attack was carried out by 6 F-35 jets, which released their payload and then turned around to leave. But they were targeted by Iranian air defense systems. 2 of the fighter jets were hit and brought down, while the other 4 managed to escape. An Iranian commander announced the victory, saying, "The Zionist fighter jets were shot down by the Iranian army's air defense system." He said that the attack was carried out by 6 Israeli fighter jets. 4 of them fled after being targeted by Iran's air defense system. While the reason behind the attack is not yet known, some reports suggest that it was carried out in response to Israel's recent strikes on Damascus International Airport. These attacks have been carried out over the past few weeks in an attempt to degrade Iran's ability to use the airport to transit weapons into Syria. The Israeli fighter jets reportedly released their payload and then turned back due to the presence of the Iranian S-300 air defense system. However, 2 of the jets were targeted and brought down. The incident has raised tensions between Iran and Israel and could have wider implications for the region. It is unclear what caused the downing of the 2 fighter jets, but it is a significant blow to Israel's Air Force, which has been heavily involved in the Syrian civil war. The F-35 is a 5th-generation fighter jet that was first developed in 2006 by Lockheed Martin. It is widely considered to be the most advanced fighter jet in the world and has been used by the United States and several other countries. The jet has a number of advanced features, including stealth technology, advanced sensors, and weapons. It is unclear what caused the downing of the 2 F-35 jets, but it is possible that Iran's air defense system was able to detect and track the jets despite their stealth capabilities. Stealth technology makes aircraft difficult to detect by radar, but it is not invisible, and Iran may have had the capability to track the jets using other means, such as electronic warfare or infrared sensors. Alternatively, it is possible that the F-35 jets were flying at an altitude or speed that made them more vulnerable to air defense systems. At lower altitudes, stealth aircraft are less effective and more vulnerable to detection and interception. The downing of the 2 F-35 jets is a significant development in the conflict between Iran and Israel. It is the first time that Iran has claimed to have shot down Israeli fighter jets, and it is the first time that F-35 jets have been shot down in combat. It is unclear how Iran was able to down the 2 F-35 jets, but it is a significant blow to Israel's Air Force, which has been heavily involved in the Syrian civil war. Iran's claim to have shot down 2 Israeli F-35 jets highlights the growing threat posed by Iran's air defense system. Iran has invested heavily in its air defense system in recent years, and it is now considered to be one of the most sophisticated in the region. The downing of the 2 F-35 jets is a reminder of the capabilities of Iran's air defense system and the potential threat it poses to Israeli and U.S. aircraft operating in the region. The situation is likely to continue to develop, and it will be important to monitor the situation closely to understand the implications for the region. The downing of the 2 F-35 jets is a major development in the conflict between Iran and Israel, and it will be important to monitor the situation closely to understand the implications for the region. Now, the big question is why this is such a big deal. Well, it's not just that Israel lost 2 of their most advanced fighter jets, it is also a blow to American prestige, as the F-35 is a joint U.S.-Israeli program, and the jets are used by both militaries. It's possible that the U.S. could also lose some face as a result of this attack. Why did this happen? Well, it might be because the F-35 isn't as invincible as it's made out to be. After all, it is a multi-billion-dollar program that's been plagued with delays and cost overruns. In fact, the F-35 is more vulnerable than previous generations of stealth fighters, because it relies on ground stations for some of its stealth functions. If those ground stations are taken out, the F-35 becomes much more vulnerable to detection. That might be what happened in this case. Israel's ground stations could have been taken out, leaving the F-35 with no choice but to try and flee. Another possibility is that Israel made a mistake. Maybe they didn't have proper intelligence on the situation on the ground. Or maybe they miscalculated Iran's capabilities. Whatever the case may be, this is a serious setback for Israel. They've lost two of their most advanced fighter jets, and they've been forced to acknowledge that Iran has a capable air defense system. What happens next is anyone's guess. It's possible that Israel will retaliate and try to take out Iran's air defense system, or they may try to avoid a full-scale war with Iran and simply accept their losses. What do you think Israel will do? Let us know your thoughts. This is a developing story. As more information becomes available, we will provide updates. Please support our work so we can keep you informed about this and other important stories. When the F-35 fighter jets were shot down over Syria, it was a historic moment. For the first time ever, a fifth-generation stealth fighter had been taken down by an enemy air defense system. But the story doesn't end there. As it turns out, the jets weren't just taken down by any old air defense system. They were taken down by an air defense system that was made by Russia. The news of the downing of the F-35 sent shockwaves through the aviation industry. Many experts were surprised that a stealth fighter could be taken down by an air defense system that was made by Russia, a country that is not known for making advanced military technology. But the truth is that Russia has been making some very advanced air defense systems for decades. In fact, the S-300 air defense system that took down the F-35s is considered to be one of the most advanced in the world. It is able to track and intercept incoming aircraft and missiles, even in the most challenging conditions. In the case of the S-300 system was able to track the jets despite their stealth capabilities and intercept them before they could escape. The downing of the F-35s was a humiliating defeat for Israel and the United States. It was also a major embarrassment for Lockheed Martin, the company that makes the F-35. But it was a great victory for Russia. The Russian government and military were quick to celebrate the downing of the F-35s. It was seen as a major propaganda victory and a chance to show the world that Russia still had what it takes to produce advanced military technology. In the aftermath of the downing of the F-35s, there was a lot of finger-pointing and blame. Israel and the United States tried to downplay the significance of the loss. While Lockheed Martin blamed the U.S. Air Force for not providing the necessary training to pilots. Ultimately, though, everyone had to admit that Russia had pulled off an impressive feat of engineering. The S-300 air defense system is a testament to the hard work and dedication of thousands of Russian engineers and scientists. It is a state-of-the-art piece of military technology that is capable of taking down even the most advanced fighter jets in the world. The downing of the two Israeli F-35 jets by Iran is a major embarrassment for Israel and the United States. It is a humiliating defeat that will be felt for years to come, but it is also a major victory for Russia. The S-300 air defense system is a world-class piece of military technology, and the downing of the F-35s is a major propaganda victory for Russia. Despite this defeat, Israel still has a strong military and will likely prevail in the end. However, this is a major setback and will likely lead to further conflict. That is all for today. Thank you for watching, and make sure to support us.